sometimes at Kurri Local Court, there are cases where the defendant has got their life back on track only for after-work beers to bring them back to court. Observing from the gallery, we don't usually hear details of a person's criminal history. Rather, you hear the magistrate say, "Geez, what happened?" Or, "You were doing so well." The defendants might say things like, "I've got my life sorted out," to which the magistrate might respond with, "Yeah, I can see that." Remember, the magistrate has all the paperwork in front of them, so perhaps what they're seeing is a long time between offending, but we aren't told any of the details. By the way, I've noticed that these type of defendants are usually familiar with the court process. They're usually mostly unrepresented if it's a petty crime, and they usually speak really well. What I mean is I've noticed the majority deliver quite a genuine, straight-to-the-point response to the magistrate's questions. They usually get to the point really quickly, starting with words like, "I made a stupid mistake." Just the tone they use, you can tell they know how much trouble the court can cause to their new phase of life. Many might say things like, "I'm not even going to stand here and try to attempt to justify what I did." By the way, I don't think they're being smart or difficult. Hey, I agree. I think it's pointless attempting to justify a lot of stuff people do that lands them with a case at Kurri Local Court. I think this genuine interaction with the magistrate is a smart move and usually ends in quite a fair sentence. On this day, a guy appears who's probably aged in their 30s or 40s. He announces that he made a single stupid mistake. He had a beer with his boss after work. Turns out he was on his P's, which his boss didn't know about at the time, but he knows now. And of course, being on your P's and drink driving usually results in a roadside suspension. And part of his job is to drive the work truck, which he can't do now. It's never said what his criminal history is. Like many people, it's possible his history is haunting him, particularly if you have a fresh charge. Basically, his boss knows everything and he's banned from beers at the shed after work. I'm not going to say the sentence, but I thought the sentencing was very much focused on this guy continuing to get his life back on track. He didn't get off. Rather, the sentence was designed for him to keep putting in the work and avoid having beers after doing that work.